Well, despite Shane Tao's historic win, California is lagging behind when it comes to women holding elected office. KPIX 5's Lauren Toms talked with one former Bay Area lawmaker about the obstacles she had to overcome for her aspirations to become reality.
For Catherine Baker, her path to politics started with her family.
I was seeing the results of the Great Recession and budget strains on my family and on our classrooms, and the principal had appointed me to every little commission in the school and committee that you could be on. And when I saw these problems, my kids in elementary school, I went up to him and I said, what committee have you not put me on yet that helps solve these needs that our children have? And he said, there isn't one, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But of course she did. In 2014, she defeated a Dublin city councilman to serve as a state assembly person for District 16. But like so many women in politics, she faced biases that her male counterparts didn't, dodging questions about her appearance and children rather than the issues at hand.
I remember sitting down with a local male mayor who actually said to me, you know, you have young children, don't you want to be at home with your young kids? And one of my opponents, his wife had just had a baby, and I don't know that that was the subject of conversation.
California was one of the first states to approve women's rights to vote more than 100 years ago in 1911. But despite being an early leader, the state is falling behind each of our neighbors in electing women to office, behind 22 other states across the country.
We're 50% of the population, and in some careers or geographies or segments of our population, we are well over 50%. And if you want to solve problems and improve lives, you've got to have the voices of a large part of your population there, that shared experience. And so I think solutions to our challenges are more complete and long-lasting if women's voices are in the room and at the table.
In the last 22 years, California has stayed around the same level in electing women to office, something Susanna Delano says should be increasing.
Women aren't running in big enough numbers. When women run, they win just as often as men.
But it's not all bad news. Delano says 2024 is ripe with opportunity for more women to run and win electable positions, and they already have candidates.
Legislature this year turned over about 30%, and in 24 it'll turn over at least another 20%. But we're bracing for a lot of movement at the congressional level, which always has a domino effect onto the state legislature. So it's going to be a really big year once again.
For Baker, she says women in elected office bring a unique set of skills and should be more broadly represented in politics. And as for anyone interested in running,
women, do not talk yourselves out of it. And don't be the person who talks a woman out of it either. You'd be amazed at what you can do.
Lauren Toms, KPIX 5.